and anticipated this, so he already started the stream on their channel and starts recording Haben getting a beating from Pak. They start getting more than 33,000 viewers and a lot of subscribers, while the comments all seem to be against Pak and his bullying. He keeps getting beaten up, but to Snap's surprise, instead of backing down, Haben gets ready for a fight. This enrages Pak, who shows off his big muscles and gang tattoos to intimidate Haben, who trembles like a twig in the wind. While thinking about the moves he has seen in the movies and hoping they would work out, Pak starts making fun of Haben's mother and her disease, which pisses him off, and he rushes in to tackle Pak to the ground. But to no one's surprise, Pak stays standing as there is a massive weight difference between them. Pak simply laughs and grabs Haben before slamming him to the ground and knocking the air out of him. Haben thinks about how fighting someone his own size was so much easier compared to fighting someone bigger and stronger. Just when he thought that his beating was over, Pak looks at him and tells him that he is not done yet. He raises his fists to hit him some more, when a red-haired guy tells them to keep it quiet as he is trying to sleep. Pak immediately turns around angrily and tells the guy to shut up before he gets a beating as well. But the guy simply raises his head, and it turns out that the redhead is Kim, who is a rising MMA star. This scares the daylights out of Pak, who starts acting like a coward and apologizes for shouting and leaves the classroom as Haben lies on the floor. That night, Pak recharges his phone, glad that his battery died at such a lucky moment. But the moment his phone turns on, he is barraged by a slew of questions about whether the giveaway was fake, as he checks to see that the entire fight has been uploaded on YouTube. Haben takes a shower and looks at his beautiful mug in the mirror, happy that he got the upper hand on Pak, as right now they are trending on every social media platform, and generally the people are sympathizing with Haben. Pak tries to make an apology video claiming that it was all a mistake, but ends up editing it wrong and includes the part where he smiles and talks about how his viewers are dumb enough to believe him. That was pretty much the end of career for him, as he tries to bounce back by making videos donating to the farmers, doing more giveaways, and trying everything to gain back his followers. But nothing works and his followers keep dipping by the second. He soon has less than 200,000 subscribers, while he used to have 700,000, and becomes completely irrelevant. Meanwhile, Haben's channel blows up and he gets 100,000 subscribers in no time with only 2 videos on the channel. One day, Snap tells him that he needs to last in a fight more than at least 3 minutes, because that's when they will be able to put ads on the video and earn more money from it. The problem is that Haben doesn't know how to fight, so that night he goes back home and starts searching up about different martial arts when he stumbles upon a channel with 0 subscribers, but a huge number of videos. He has no idea why would someone make videos for no viewers, but ends up watching one of them where the weird man named Sam wears a chicken mask and teaches him some of the basics for a fight. He doesn't think much of it and goes back to sleep. And the next day he quits his part-time job to focus more on his channel. And upon hearing this news, Bomi walks up to him and asks for his phone number, as she wants to keep in touch. Haben is beyond himself, as he can't believe someone as pretty as her would want to talk. The next morning he goes back to school, but his entire attention is on his phone as he texts Bomi with a creepy smile on his face. Snap slithers on his desk and asks what's up with him and whether he learned how to fight better. Haben replies that he is trying to learn, but it's not that easy, when suddenly Rumi approaches them and asks whether they would want to stream together. Haben and Snap are stunned to hear this and start salivating at the opportunity, but Haben asks why would she want to stream with them, as she is supposed to be Pak's friend. She immediately changes teams and tells them she hates Pak, and that her viewers want to see Haben on the channel. While they were being happy about their newfound respect, Pak enters the room seething with anger, as Haben is the one who destroyed his channel and his life. Suddenly, the advice given by the chicken man flashes in front of Haben, and he remembers that an angry opponent is the easiest to deal with. Pak takes out his shirt ready for a fight, while Haben is too scared to move. Pak swings at him angrily but misses, which angers him even more. He pulls his fists back for another strike, but Haben decides to face him straight on. Thankfully, Snapper immediately starts recording the entire fiasco and makes fun of Haben by saying that his camera is faster than Pak's punches. Pak stops at the last moment, but threatens to take his revenge one day. The next day, Haben waits out near a park for Snap to discuss where to take their channel when a couple stops by him and tell him that they are huge fans. Haben starts feeling pretty good about it, but they end up completely robbing Haben of everything he had. Snap arrives at the last moment to help, but gets slept by a single punch, while the guy grabs Haben's phone and takes it with him. Haben realizes that he can't let it go as it has Bomi's contact information inside, and Snapper eggs him on to fight the bully as the viewers are itching for another video. Haben removes his cap and hoodie and announces that he is going to fight and win against that robbing hooligan. He follows the goon back to a karaoke bar where he was chilling with his girlfriend, and after collecting his courage, he tells the man to hand his phone back to him as he has something very important in it. The hooligan tells him to piss off before he beats him up. But Snap is recording everything, and even Haben knows that this is way too good of an opportunity to let go of. Haben starts remembering the cockman and how he said that they should first figure out the dominant arm of their opponent. Haben realizes that the hooligan must be right-handed because he is holding the mic in that hand. If your opponent is right-handed, switch over to their left side, making it hard for them to reach you with a punch. The hooligan stands up as he looks at Haben, who seems ready to square up. He tells Haben that he might not even be able to walk back once he is done with him, so it would be better for him to run away. But Haben calmly remembers the wise words of the chicken man, who told him to stand in such a way where there is an obstacle on the left side, forcing them to use only their right hand, which would be easier to intercept. The hooligan jumps up for an attack as Haben remembers that normal people move their shoulders a lot while punching, which gives him enough time to react, and he shoves his head right into the punch, blocking it literally with his face. This shocks everyone as even after being hit full force, Haben barely seems to be affected by this. This is because the punch is at its strongest when it is extended to its full potential, but if you end up moving your head into the punch, you prevent it from generating as much power. In this way, he can get hit in the face without really getting hit or feeling pain. Snap can't believe it as he thinks Haben is not even defending and simply taking the beating, while the chat wonders whether Haben's brain matter exploded. Haben, however, has a strategy as he remembers the cockman telling him to basically keep his chin down and headbutt the fist. The hooligan gets pissed at his own incompetence and throws another wide punch, but Haben is too late to react with a headbutt. But to his surprise, he barely moves out of the way and the punch misses. This reminds me of the chicken man claiming that it's not possible for a normal human being to react perfectly to every punch. But it's also not possible for a normal human to hit every single punch if the target is moving around a lot. This technique is known as weaving, which is oftentimes used in boxing to dodge punches randomly, and making it harder for the opponent to hit a clean shot. The hooligan gets even more mad and gives way to his emotions, punching wildly at every moment possible, while Haben simply bobs and weaves to evade most of the punches, making the goon look like a total failure. Even the chat doesn't know what the hell is going on, and whether all of this is scripted. The hooligan finally manages to make contact, but again Haben blocks the punch with his goddamn face, shocking the hooligan. As he asks for his phone back one more time, he screams at the goon that he needs to text Bomi, but the goon doesn't know what the hell is he talking about, and the fight resumes. He starts blocking the fists with his forehead once again, while Snap has no idea how the hell is he getting hit so many times. Even the goon is confused as he can't understand why Haben isn't even trying to dodge. Haben, on the other hand, feels extremely stupid for not watching the rest of the vids, because the only video he watched only talked about defense and how to block punches, which means that he has no idea what to do after that. He stands there crying about not knowing what to do, while Snap realizes that this is bad for the viewership. The pack fight was swift and conclusive with explosive action, whereas this fight is being dragged out for too long, while nothing is happening except from the goon throwing punches, and Haben getting hit in the face. He realizes that they might lose viewers because of this constant repetition of the same moves and wonders whether he should intervene in between and stop the fight before they lose too many viewers. He was just about to switch the stream off when a familiar name erupted in the chat by the name of Kim. This is the redhead guy that studies in Haben's class who is on his way to become a young MMA sensation. He claims in the chat that all of them are stupid who think Haben is losing his fight, as he bets that he would be the last man standing. The chat doesn't really think he is correct. But unlike those keyboard warriors, Kim knows what he is talking about and tells the chat that they need to pay closer attention to the goon's fists. According to him, the goon didn't realize the amount of damage he was doing to his own knuckles, all this while because of the adrenaline pumping through him. But the moment the adrenaline dies out, he will start feeling an insane level of pain. Just on cue, the hooligan realizes that his fists have swollen up and a sharp pain enters his entire body as her starts rolling around on the floor, while Haben watches in disbelief. After the fight, they get outside, where Snap realizes that Haben's hospital bills might end up taking all of the money that they earned from this stream. But he thinks of it as an investment, as they earned a lot of new followers as well. Thankfully, Haben gets his phone back and starts texting Bomi, while Snap turns the stream off. That week alone, they got 1 million views on their channel. And even though they only had 4 videos, they racked over 25 million views on the channel in total. After a couple of days, they finally received their first payment, which was around $10,000. They were overjoyed at this, as Haben starts thinking about how they need to stream some more.